everyone can see. They call you cry baby, cry baby.
Hey guys, it's EAH Lover, and today I'm going to be doing some doll storage tips. So I got inspired by Lizzie Hearts to do this video, so I'm giving credit to her. So I'm making this video about storing all of your dolls, doll accessories, and doll stands. So yeah, anyways, let's get started. So first are storage tips for small accessories like purses or jewelry or clothes or shoes or food accessories, anything like that that's really small. So if you have a doll house, like I have an Ever After High doll house, then you can easily just store all of their accessories in their room. But if you don't have a doll house and you just have your dolls on display or in a basket somewhere, then you can store them in bags. So this is where I store all my Monster High accessories, in here. And if you run out of room, because I have a million Monster High doll accessories that I have nowhere to put, then you can also have the dolls hold their purses on display. So yeah, or you can have them hold any of their accessories, but purses would probably be the easiest thing for them to hold. So storage tip number 2 is where to store your doll stands. So if you have your dolls on display, then you probably don't really have many doll stands. But since I store my Ever After High dolls in a doll house, I don't really need that many doll stands, so doll stands start to clutter up. And they're not that easy to store since they're really tall, because they have to be tall enough for the doll to get displayed on. They can be kind of hard to store them. So I have a little nightstand where I keep all my Monster High dolls on. If you saw my Monster High doll collection video, you saw that on the lowest part of it, I keep all the doll stands, and that's just where I keep mine. I don't really have any extra Monster High ones since I use all of them to display, but I have a bunch of Ever After High ones, so yeah. But of course, most people probably don't need to hold storage for doll stands because they probably have them on display, and that's just a good way to get rid of the doll stands. So yeah, but stands are really easy and good, and plus I like having extra ones, so if I ever need to display a doll for a video or whatever, then it'll be really easy to do. And storage tip number 3 is, of course, where to store your dolls. So of course the best way to store your dolls is to display them. So whether you display them in a doll house or if you just display them on a shelf, displaying them is the best way because 1, you can easily see them, so whenever you need to use them for like a video or whatever, like if I want to do a music video with like, I don't know, Rochelle, then I'll be able to easily find her. And if you run out of shelf space like I have, and you need to put dolls in baskets, try using dolls that you don't care about as much, like maybe an old Barbie doll or a doll that you have but you don't use that often. Put dolls that you don't really use at all, really, in baskets if you really need to, but other than that, dolls that you use a lot, definitely make sure to keep them on display, especially if they have fragile hair, like that's really gelled, and if it gets ungelled, it's going to be really weird. So make sure to keep dolls that have very fragile hair on display and out of baskets, because if they're in the basket, then that style's going to get really messed up. And the final doll storage tip, number 4, is where to store your doll furniture. So I have a bunch of extra doll furniture that I don't use, and I only use when like for videos or when I set other things up. So of course I need to find somewhere to store all of it. So I just keep it in a basket. So yeah, you know, really simple. But if you have enough shelf room to display your dolls with it, with furniture pieces, then go ahead and do that because they look really cute. So if you have like specific playsets and specific lines or movies, it will look really cute if you display it. So you can either keep them in baskets if you don't have enough room to display your furniture, or if you have enough room to display dolls with your furniture, then just go ahead and do that. So yeah, anyways, that's it for my doll storage tips. So the next tips video I'm going to be doing is how to start a doll YouTuber channel. because I know a lot of you guys probably don't really have any videos, and I don't know, so I'm just gonna tell you guys a good way to start off doing YouTube videos. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.
Like a horse on a carousel, we go. Will I catch up to love? I can never tell.